I've decided to do my final project on creating a projector that would be easy, convenient, and portable. I have found 5 articles that give many different ways that people connect their iPads to a computer monitor, a projector, or a TV. These choices allow you to see your iPad screen on a bigger screen, but they are not always simple. I also went and found an app that would help businesses be more productive in keeping up with expenses. The app is called Concur and allows an employee to input expenses they make. Concur allows you to take pictures of receipts and keeps all expenses organized. Then the finance person or the business manager can look at the employee's expenses and make sure they end up in the business's financial books. In my career, I think this will allow me to keep all my expenses organized. Instead of making sure I keep all my receipts and turning them into the financial person, I can just take a picture of each and put all the information into the app. In order to get started with Concur, you have to download the app and sign up for either their 30-day trial or pay for it so you can use it forever. When you sign up, you have to enter what business you work for. For this tutorial, I am just going to put in the name of what I would call my earring company if I created one. I'm going to show you how to create an expense and an expense report. Once you have the app and you have signed in, the app will look like this. From here, you can go and create expenses and expense reports. I'm going to show you how to add an expense. From the main page of the app, click on Expenses. Then click on the plus sign at the top right of the box that appears. Then you have to choose a type of expense by clicking on the box that says Type. There are many types to choose from, but for this example, I'm going to use Internet Access. Click on Internet Access and it adds it to the type. Next, you have to put an amount by clicking on the amount box and putting in how much you spent. I'm going to say $100. Put in 100. You do not need to put in the dollar sign. And then click on the arrow that is pointing back that says Add Expense in the upper left corner, and it will add it to that expense. You can also go and change the date, the location, the currency, add a vendor, a picture of the receipt, and place a comment. When you are finished, you click on Save in the upper right corner. To view your added expense, you go back to the main page and click on Expenses, and you can view your expense. You can also create expense reports. To do this, click on the expense reports from the main page and click on the plus sign on the top right of the window. You put in the report's name, date, purpose, and any comments you want and click Save. For my example, I'm going to put in January for the name and leave the rest the same. Then you can go and add your expenses to the report in order to keep all the expenses you made that day in one place. Once you create the expense report, it will take you directly to the expense reports page. In order to add an expense, you click on Add Expense on the left side, and you can either add a new expense or import an expense. I'm going to import the expense I just created. You click on Import Expense, then in the box you will see the expenses you can add. I'm going to add the Internet Access to my expense report, so I click on it and it will have a green check mark to the left of it. Then you click Add to Report on the bottom right of the box and it will add it to your expense report. From this window, you can also add a receipt, see the report summary, and exceptions. Now you should be able to add expenses and add them to a report in order to keep them all organized. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial.